agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control.
How about the power and grace on that finish?
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia and stolen by Jordan. Goes up, rips down the breakaway slam.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
Man, I got to pick my jaw up off the floor after that one, guys.
Stockton dishes to Malone. Passes it to Hornacek. Poked loose. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
From deep three-point range, and it's Foster with the rebound. First quarter, just over a minute played. Stockton kicks it to Foster. Nice ball movement by Utah. Malone with it, guarded now by Dennis Rodman. And he gets it to go. Chicago with the ball. Outside Jordan. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes played. Longley passes to Harper. Back to Pippen. Harper dishes to Rodman. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Stockton draws the double. Foster, that's good. Foster's got his second bucket. On defense, Utah. Screen by Longley. Here's Jordan. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of free.
Oh! Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever seeing a dunk like that in the game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw it.
I tell you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
Hornacek outside. Bangs home the trifecta.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
The drive by Jordan.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Launches a three. Looks good. Is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Foster is screen on Harper. Stockton against Harper. And Stockton, here we go. Malone. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And he gets the bucket.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Utah trailing here. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, the head coach for the Jazz gave me a few moments to catch up with him. I asked him what he thought might give them an edge going into this game, and he said, well, our shot blocking is always a cornerstone for us. To have the ability to protect the rim really, I think, is invaluable, and one thing that helps sets us apart on the defensive end. Guys, let's see if they can lock down the paint.
Okay, thank you, Doris. And the defensive approach, guys, how do you think that'll play out here?
You know, sounds like they'd like to keep this a low-scoring affair. This could be one of those grind-it-out kind of games.
And I'm sure that would suit them just fine. It may not be what the fans want to see or hear, but a win is a win. Come on now. A W is a W, and that's what you're playing for. Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden.
Pippen kicks to Rodman. There's the pass to Jordan. This one for 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Jazz trail by 9. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Hornacek outside. Ostertag, a screen on Pippen. Here's Malone. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way. Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
Stockton, and it's blocked by Jordan. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Bulls lead by 11. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
So on the floor for Utah, Malone is out there with Ostertag. Then there's Anderson. Then there's John Stockton. And it's Hornacek in at the two-guard spot.
That is a real nice-looking deep three ball there, fellas.
Yeah, Clark, major confidence on display.
Here's Jordan. Another one falls for Chicago.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Jazz trail by 10. Stockton with it. Malone, a screen on Jordan. Stockton passes to Malone. 6 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Utah. And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession.
You can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
Here's Stockton, and it doesn't even draw iron. Chicago leading by 10. Here's Jordan. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. 20 points for Jordan.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And it's Utah's ball. Takes it off the glass.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass. He did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
And there's a slam dunk to finish it off.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Stockton kicks to Hornacek. Off target from outside.
He hit a three in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
From deep. Jordan's shot is off.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Malone, a screen on Kukoc. Ostertag. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but...
Where did that come from? That was beautiful.
Oh, going vertical and getting nasty on that one.
That slam, Greg, was one to behold. We'll remember that, baby.
Boy, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. I mean, that's high-level entertainment right there.
Utah calls timeout. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
Dishes it to Hornacek. Shot from 12. Here's Malone. Rebound by the Bulls.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
The Bulls shooting their first free throws of this game.
Michael Jordan.
And he knocks down the first one.
We'll just take a look at what Jordan's done tonight. 25 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Jazz trail by 14. Knocked loose. Malone with the screen. Hornacek passes to Ostertag. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Jordan against Hornacek. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the second quarter. Stockton draws the double. For the three. That ball's off target. It's his third miss. He's made 2 shots from the field. It's Pippen with the drive, and he gets it to go.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Chicago making some changes. Longley's checked in for Wennington. Rodman comes in for Tony Kukoc. And it's Harper in for Steve Kerr. Stockton passes to Ostertag. Stockton dishes to Malone. Malone a screen on Jordan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A nice shot by Hornacek.
You know, the teardrop sometimes is one of those, oh no, oh no, oh yeah shots.
And they double up Jordan.
That's a jump ball.
And so here is Chicago. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Hornacek. That's good. And a nice assist from Stockton.
Assisted.
Hornacek's got 9.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court. We've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips, but those turnovers could have been avoided. Careless mistakes.
Absolutely. They have got to get a tighter handle on the ball.
And Utah making a change here. Isley's checked in.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And he overshot that one, missing.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And 3 from Jordan. The long distance 3 is built. Jordan's got 13 points in just this quarter.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
Jordan against Hornacek. Cannot hit. Some solid defense by Rodman. Here's Jordan. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. It's the Bulls up by 16. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for Chicago right now.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Clock at 6. To the paint. Pippen with the steal. And again, Chicago running the court in transition. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Scoring well here at the midway point, and now they're starting to put some distance between them.
Well, offensively, they just continue to roll. I mean, they're padding that lead bit by bit as a result.
We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Hornacek against Jordan, and stolen by Jordan. All alone, finishes the break with a slam.
And it's all one-way.
Big that lead's going to get, but again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
Hornacek kicks to Malone. Feeds it to Stockton. The 10-footer finds the target. Stockton's got 5 points so far.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
Malone outside. Malone is doubled. Pass to Keefe. Stockton outside. Over to the left wing. Here's Malone. Rebound by the Bulls. Jordan's got his third rebound on the night.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
So for the Bulls, Tony Kukoc, he's checked in for Pippen, and Steve Kerr is subbed in for Harper.
Steve Kerr.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. They get it back. Pass to Kerr. And here's Jordan outside. From deep. Can't hit. Good work defensively by Hornacek. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Stockton kicks to Hornacek. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Poster tags checked in for Utah. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 6 points for him.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet. And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Stockton draws the double. Chicago grabs the miss.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Malone right side. They grab their own miss.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
The layup missed.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball. Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down the shot like that against that kind of defense.
Hornacek. And yes, sir, that one drops. Hornacek's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
No good on that last second attempt there. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Bulls out front, opening up a huge gap. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. And it's the Bulls with the ball. So on the floor for Utah. Carr is out there with Williams. Then it's Isley. Then there's Foster. And it's Anderson in at the shooting guard position.
Utah ball.
Here's Isley. Kicks to Foster. All sorts of time. And he gets it to go. Foster's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Jazz.
Chicago timeout call.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Chicago making a switch here. Pippen's checked in. And Utah also making a switch. Hornacek's checked in. They set the pick. Out left to the wing. There's the double team with Pippen. Stolen by Pippen. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And he takes that one up and powers it through. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
Here's Isley. He's guarded by Harper. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession.
Utah ball.
just over a minute played here in the fourth. Hornacek outside. And Utah again with the bucket. And Chicago has possession. Bulls moving the ball around. Passes it to Wennington. Here's Simpkins. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
And the Bulls making a change here. Rodman's checked in.
Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
Luke Longley's checked in for Chicago. So it's Utah now. Stolen. And here's the fast break. Up the floor. And it's Pippen slamming it down.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
And guys, how about the awareness there with that finish in traffic?
Jazz ball.
Got a piece of it. Isley the pass to Hornacek. Carr with the ball. Guarded now by Dennis Rodman. Carr, no good. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Shots good by Pippen.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
In transition, here come the Bulls. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And Dennis Rodman with the slam.
We're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
Shots good by Carr.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You've got to value the possession of the basketball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
So for the Bulls, Wennington, he's checked in for Longley. Simpkins comes in for Dennis Rodman. And Kerr subbed in for Ron Harper. Ostertag's checked in for Utah. Keefe comes in for Hornacek. 1:51 left to play here in the fourth. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
It's Anderson with the drive. Pippen, the pass to Simpkins. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Chicago.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed playing with.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Jordan. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand. Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
Carr with the screen on Kerr. Isley, and the layup's good off the glass.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
Here's Pippen. And he drops it in from the low post.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
And another fast break chance here for the Bulls. Here we go. Kerr can't hit.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Isley the pass to Keefe. Shot clock at 6. To the left wing. Uncovered. Buechler with the rebound. From deep. It's off. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Michael Jordan. And the Bulls start out with the ball. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Utah, Stockton is out there with Jeff Hornacek. Then it's Keefe. Then there's Foster. And it's Malone in at the 4 set. So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
And that one's good. Jordan's got his second basket of the night.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
So it's Utah now. It's a 5-point game. Knocked loose. Stockton kicks to Hornacek. Here's Malone. The rebound by Pippen.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
From the stripe, and it's Chicago scoring again.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Stockton kicks to Malone. They need this. That's good. And a nice assist from Stockton.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
The drive by Jordan. Oh!
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
And that replay is sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
Tell you what, coaches love to see that kind of hustle, guys. I mean, getting after it on the offensive board, that's always a winning play.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The hustle's great, guys, but I think we all prefer to see the finish when you can go up and throw it down like that.
Inside, Stockton with a piece of magnificent passing. Hornacek's got his first bucket of the night. Jordan against Hornacek from downtown. No good from Jordan. So it's Utah now, trailing by 5. And Jeff Hornacek again. Hornacek's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
And it's Pippen slamming it down.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
He lobs it up. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Ostertag's checked in for the Jazz.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Outside Jordan. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
1:10 left in the first. Jazz trail by 9. The pass to Stockton. Back to Hornacek. Rodman with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
That's good.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Now, here is Hornacek. He has 6. To the wing right side. And Chicago called for the foul.
Dennis Rodman. That's his first personal foul.
Kerr's checked in for Ron Harper. And a switcher also for Utah. Anderson, he's checked in for Keefe. .36 seconds left to play in the first. Stockton kicks to Malone. And he gets the bucket. Malone's got his second basket of the night.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Jordan, the pass to Rodman. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Jazz trail by 9. They get a hand on it. Ostertag up top. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
Jazz ball.
Nine seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Poked away. Hornacek dishes to Stockton. With 1 on the clock. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Bulls lead by 9. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Chicago.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Jazz trail by 9 and stolen by Jordan. On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. They've got Stockton. Greg Ostertag is out there with Malone. Then it's Jeff Hornacek. And it's Anderson in at the 3 spot. Here's Stockton following the basket by Michael Jordan. And they're running. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Malone, a screen on Kerr. 13 feet away. And it's good off the glass. Stockton's got his first points of the night.
Shaped and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
And got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by him.
Here's Jordan. Another one falls for Chicago.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense. You can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Stockton draws the double. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. The Bulls leading by 15. And here's Jordan outside. And the shot is good. Jordan's got 7 now in this quarter.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it play.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
Stockton draws the double. Here's Malone. Another miss by Utah. Here's Chicago. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. And here's Jordan outside. The rebound by the Jazz.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
And it's Ostertag with the jam.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Chicago.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
The Bulls leading by 16. Pippen, the pass to Wennington. Pippen with it. Picked up by Stockton. And it's Pippen missing.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
To the right side. And Stockton, here we go. Can't get it to go. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Here's Jordan. Good on the baseline, Jay. Jordan's got 26 points.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Now, here is Hornacek. 6 points for him. Good.
Jeff Hornacek.
Hornacek's got 8.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
The drive by Jordan, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Jordan having a terrific game. He's got 26 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Some changes for Chicago. Luke Longley's checked in for Wennington. And it's Rodman in for Pippen. And Utah with a change here, too. Keefe's checked in. Now here's Stockton. Picked by Ostertag. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
Just a boneheaded play there, guys. Plain and simple.
Well, tell me how you really feel about that, Greg. But you're right. I mean, mistakes like that will keep you from cutting deficits, no doubt.
Harper, who's checked in for Chicago.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Stockton and Malone run the pick and roll. With the floater, and there's Karl Malone on the assist by Stockton. Malone's got 6.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
The shot's good from Jordan.
Just a fantastic shot by MJ that time.
Jazz trail by 20. And here's Stockton. Kicks it out to Hornacek. The three. The rebound by Kukoc.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those balls.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Here is Stockton after Dennis Rodman's bucket there. 4 seconds separating the shot game clocks, and that one's good.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
We've got 13 seconds left here in the second. The open shot, Stockton. They grab their own miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Jordan, and oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
Terrific shot there. I mean, he was calm, he was poised, didn't rush it at all. You got to tip your hat to him. That was well done.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's the Bulls running away with it. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second.
Okay, fans, now coming up.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants. And in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
They've got Pippen. Harper's out there with Michael Jordan. And it's Dennis Rodman. And it's Longley in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is Is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Here's Keith. Can't hit. Rodman with the defensive effort.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they got to figure out how to contain it.
Pippen's gone 4 for 5 from the floor tonight. Just 1 miss. Malone a screen on Jordan. Malone left side unloads from 13. The Jazz again can't hit it. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Jordan against Hornacek. Malone a screen on Jordan. Hornacek kicks to Malone. Floats one up. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
Well, height, who cares about height? I mean, it's just a number. Hey, you got to go with what you got. And he took what he had right at him there.
Stockton kicks to Malone. It's deflected. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. Here's Pippen, finds himself wide open and drills it. Pippen's got 11 points.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
They swipe it. Fast break, here comes Chicago. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution. He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
And the Bulls making a change here. Kurt. Checked in. Anderson, he's checked in for the Jazz. Isley comes in for John Stockton. Count the bucket.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things. It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
There's 1:47 left in the third. Here's Isley, defended by Kerr. Up top, Malone. Here's Foster. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And again, it's Michael Jordan. Jordan's got 45 points.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up. Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Rodman sets a screen. Jordan with it. Picked up by Malone, and they double up Jordan. Power down with both hands.
Yep, he's their leading scorer, Kevin, in this game, and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
Here's Isley, defended by Kerr. It's stolen by Kerr. Here's Jordan.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen.
Right. Let's go.
Jordan's got 51. Up top, Hornacek, guarded by Jordan. Tipped away. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Bulls just dominating this one. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Chicago with the ball. So on the floor for Utah. Keefe is out there with Antoine Carr. Then there's Anderson. Then it's Isley. And it's Foster in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here is Kerr. Pass to Buechler. From the arc. And again, it's the Bulls from deep. And it's Utah. Carr with a screen on Kerr. And here come the Bulls again. Chicago with the fast break.
His eyes just simply light up when he gets that close to the bucket. And you just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Here's Isley. Kicks it to Foster. The 11-footer, and he hits the jump shot. Foster's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Here's Kerr. The rebound by Anderson.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly but very efficiently.
Got a piece of it.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
Buechler. Rebound, Utah. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. They're running, and here we go. Finished off the break. Buechler's got 5 points now in the quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Bulls.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. A nice shot by Simpkins.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
Pass to Keefe. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot, and out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Smith checked in for the Bulls. Utah also making some changes. Greg Ostertag, he's checked in for Foster. And it's Williams in for Keefe. Now the Bulls with it. This run now up to 13-2. Smith, and that's going to be a travel. 1:41 left here in the fourth quarter. Poked loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Finished off the break.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bulls.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Jordan. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Here's Isley. Hits the target from 18 feet. 46 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Passes to Wennington. Smith on the wing. Buries the jump shot. And Utah has possession. Carr sets a screen. Here's Isley, covered by Smith. Now the dish to Anderson. The shot will not go. Kerr with it, corner shot, and that one's good.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you. And so off the tip, it's Utah. Malone passes to Stockton. To the wing on the left. Here is Keefe. 6 on the shot clock. Inside, Foster dishes to Malone. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Malone's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Jazz. Pippen taking a look at the Jazz. Foster is out there with Malone. Then there's Hornacek. Then it's Keefe, and it's Stockton in at the 1 spot. Keefe passes to Hornacek. Stockton from outside. Longley grabs the miss. On defense, Utah. Outside Pippen. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Jordan. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Knocked loose and stolen by Jordan. For 3. The rebound by the Jazz. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Stockton draws the double and stolen by Jordan. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And really, once he got that steal, just really nothing the defense could do.
That's why turnovers are so costly, because in many cases, they're indefensible once possession changes hands.
Here's Stockton after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago.
Jazz ball.
Here is Stockton. Pass to Hornacek. Wide open look, and that one's good. Hornacek's got his first points of the night. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I caught up with the head coach for Utah. He's certainly aware of the shot blocking talent on the other roster, but he doesn't want his guys to change their approach too much. He said, listen, we've got to continue to score in the paint. We can't just live on the outside. I just told our guys, when you jump up, jump into their body to try to take their legs away. Kevin will see if they can score inside.
Thanks for getting back to us on that report, Doris. Guys?
And, you know, they obviously spent the brunt of their time preparing for this game by coming up with ways to attack that vaunted defense.
Attack being the operative word, all in caps. I mean, it has to be an active, assertive approach they use. They can't sit back and be passive.
And it's Chicago with the rebound.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, he took that defender head on and threw down the two-hander power jam.
Straight power there, guys.
You just got to love that determination.
Jazz trail by 7. Stockton draws the double. Hornacek against Pippen. Hornacek kicks to Malone. And that one's on target from the wing. Malone's got his second basket.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Hornacek against Jordan. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. Jordan's got 13.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Swiped away, uncovered, and he drops that one in. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Chicago.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
And Utah making a change here. Ostertag's checked in. Ball stolen. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. And the jam by Dennis Rodman.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far. No doubt about that.
Now, here is Hornacek. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Jordan. The dish to Rodman. Longley passes to Pippen. The drive by Jordan. That one goes. Count. Jordan's got 17.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Malone gets the bucket.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
The Bulls leading by 11. Pippen dishes to Harper. Outside, Rodman. He feeds it to Jordan. Rodman with a screen on Hornacek. Off the pick. And the Bulls tack on two more.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Bulls lead by 13. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a comfortable margin for the Bulls here, guys.
You always like it when your team doesn't settle for outside shots, and that's been the case here early on.
Yeah, I agree with you. They've done a nice job, Greg, working it low and not taking the easy way out on offense, keeping that pressure on the defense by going inside.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Chicago right now, Pippen is out there with Tony Kukoc. Then it's Kerr. Then there's Wennington. And it's Jordan in at the 2. And the shot is good.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over it.
It's stolen by Kerr. 3-on-3. Kukoc gets the bucket. Kukoc has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Stockton kicks to Malone. Knocks it loose. And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hornacek for 3. The offensive rebound. The Bulls leading by 17. Here's Jordan, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Kukoc passes to Pippen. From deep, Jordan, that falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. And it's now 26 points for Jordan. Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
And that one's good.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
The Bulls leading by 20. And they double up Jordan. Another one falls for Chicago.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Knocked loose and stolen by Jordan. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc. And boy, are they taking advantage.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
It's tipped and stolen by Malone. Poked loose. Kukoc with the steal. In transition, here come the Bulls. And Pippen gets it to go.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Hornacek against Jordan. The pass to Ostertag. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Very high quality shot. Can't get enough of those.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor.
Changes for Chicago. Longley comes in for Wennington, and it's Rodman in for Scottie Pippen. Chicago leading by 22. Here's Kukoc. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Kukoc has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They have a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
And stolen by Jordan. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
You can see the emphasis is to get out and run.
Up top, Hornacek, guarded by Jordan. They get it back. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. Isley's checked in for John Stockton. .54 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Isley, defended by Kerr. Malone with the screen. 5 to shoot. Unloads from 13. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Here's Jordan. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Jordan's got 34.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense. That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Rodman with the bucket.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's Chicago opening up a huge gap. And we'll be back right after this. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
How about Michael Jordan in this one? 34 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
And look at that.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Ball's knocked loose. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Malone with it. He's picked up by Jordan. 5 on the clock. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Finish off the break. Harper's got his first basket of the night.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here. That's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right on top of the other.
Time to just slow it down, make the simple play, and get a good shot.
The drive by Jordan. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Pippen's got his 5th assist in this one.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
And here's the fast break. Jordan leading.
And all of a sudden, you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop and at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here.
Stockton dishes to Malone. And nothing is falling for him right now.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
4-on-1 and they're running. And it's Jordan, that time on the assist from Rodman. Jordan's got 48.
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
And again, Chicago running the court in transition. Throws down the breakaway jam.
How's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, no hesitation at all taking that one to the basket. Beautifully done.
Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Jeff Hornacek.
Reverse that one home. Now that was nice, real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control.
How about the power and grace on that finish?
A different look for Utah. Ostertag comes in for Foster. And it's Anderson in for Hornacek. The Bulls have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. 1:46 left here in the third quarter. Malone drives in and a strong finish with two hands.
Well, I tell you, he squeezed that orange as tight as he could before that throwdown.
Yeah, no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clark.
And better safe than sorry on that one, guys. Only their first turnover of the game, taking terrific care of the basketball.
And that's one more key to their lead, guys. I mean, they're creating opportunities for each other and not the other team.
And that fella can flat out fly, can he?
Reminds me of a young Greg Anthony
Oh,
out of
my
UNLV.
goodness.
No doubt about that. Just look at the elevation he climbed to right there.
Kevin, you just made my knees hurt.
That's what sets him apart from so many other point guards in the NBA.
And a wide open look for Jordan. And it's Chicago scoring again.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Down low, here's Malone. That's good, and a nice assist from Stockton. Malone's got 12.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Jordan and the powerful one-handed slam.
Yep, he's their leading scorer, Kevin, in this game, and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
43 seconds left here in the third quarter. Stockton passes to Keefe. Here's Malone, and again it's Utah.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Pippen against Keefe. Nice move. And it's Pippen missing. Here is Keefe. He kicks to Stockton. Anderson right side. The dive for the ball. From deep three-point range. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. They've got Kerr, Bill Wennington out there with Simpkins. And it's Michael Jordan, and it's Bushler in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Jordan against Anderson, and they double up Jordan. Lets it go with the 3. Kerr, the pass to Wennington. Michael Jordan on the wing. The second chance effort. That's good. Jordan's got 59 points.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Knocked away. Pass to Bushler. Ahead, Wennington. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficient.
Isley, good.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. That's a thing of beauty.
The drive by Jordan. Took him no time at all on that one. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter.
They're on fire from mid-range, guys. They found a weakness in the defense, and they're exploiting it to a T.
And it's not often you see a team as efficient from that short 17, as I like to call it, but it's really worked well for them today. We're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
Williams attacking. A stupendous finish in traffic. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Jordan with it. Williams picks him up. Jordan with the bucket. And Utah has possession. Here's Isley. Foster is screen on Kerr. Here's Isley. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And Anderson kicks to Williams. Baseline J on the way, and it's denied. Here's Wennington. Carr covering. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And slam dunk by Jordan.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it played.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
Isley, good.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
The drive by Jordan.
That's his first personal foul.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Bulls.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Poster tags checked in for Foster. Keefe comes in for Williams. Davis is subbed in for Anderson.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bulls.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Jordan. You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Bulls making a switch here. Harper's checked in. Carr sets a screen. Back to Davis. Passes it to Isley. 5 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And Davis can't get it to go. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
That's good.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
And the pass to Carr. Out left to the wing. Here's Isley. Offensive rebound. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Michael Jordan.